If you follow the New York football scene, a lot of the uproar that was happening in recent days is the fact that backup quarterback Davis Webb was released probably even last year from the Giants. Wasn't even the backup, more like the third string quarterback. Geno Smith was ahead of Davis Webb. And Davis Webb is the guy that a lot of fans, or even the fans and even management, at least you got that presumption, thought would be the one to succeed Eli Manning, that he had all the potential. And it says a lot. Whether you think Eli Manning deserved to be benched or not, the team was 3-13 last year. No receivers, you could argue no offensive line, no running backs. You can make that argument. Whatever side of the fence you are on, Eli Manning did not have a good last year. And they got rid of him. They got rid of Davis Webb after all this hype about Davis Webb. And I think that's part of the reason. It's because this is a new regime. They want their stamp on this team. And to me, I think a big part of it too, in releasing Davis Webb, is maybe saying to Eli Manning, and this is what I speculate the management thinks, they maybe think that Eli has a solid 3 seasons left in him. Do you want a rookie quarterback right now with the weapons that you have? Is there a need to groom Eli's replacement for half a decade? When the time is right, maybe that's what the Giants management is thinking. You draft a quarterback. 3 years is an eternity in the NFL. And maybe the Giants management, which would much rather have a 37-year-old veteran, and maybe they're predicting that Eli Manning will have a great year. I don't think he has I don't think he has 3 years left. I don't know what he has left, actually. The line was awful last year, right? He had no help at wideout between drops and health, right? But he also missed some easy throws he never missed a few years ago. And McAdoo got killed last year for not, playing Davis Webb ahead of Geno Smith. The press screamed for him to play, and he never saw the field. Maybe there's something that we're missing here about Davis Webb. Now, think of it this way. Eli Manning's, replacement right now is probably a lower classman in college. Are they going to regret not drafting a quarterback this round? Barkley, you might argue, he will be a star. But how many teams have won Super Bowls without dynamic backs? And with dynamic backs, rather, and mediocre quarterback play. Your dominant back, mediocre quarterback, which you may argue, at least in my eyes, Eli Manning is now. Emmitt Smith had Aikman. Denver had Elway and Terrell Davis. Dorsett had Starbuck. And Harris had Bradshaw. But Barkley has an aging Eli, whose best days are behind him. AP had Favre for one great season in Minnesota and never even came close to a Super Bowl again because he had no quarterback. Maybe it wasn't Davis Webb in the answer. We would never know. We never seen him play. But I think what the Giants are doing, not even having anyone in the system right now, is a gamble. Can you find a quarterback in the lower draft? Maybe I might leave you with this, okay, too. This is a fact. They didn't take a quarterback, right? Will they regret it? Who knows? But since the year 2000, only 4 Super Bowls have been won by quarterbacks taken in the top 10 picks of the draft. And all 4 of them were won by 2 guys both named Manning. The other 15 were won by guys taken later, including a UDFA. Bottom line, you might even make the argument that you don't have to find a quarterback that high in the draft. The right guy could be in the bottom of the first round next year. Who knows? In Giants' eyes, not Davis Webb. Maybe because he doesn't have it, or he wasn't their guy picked. But either way, the point I'm trying to make to you, maybe you didn't need a quarterback with that number 2 pick, but you need a quarterback. I don't think Eli Manning will be the answer. Hope all is well. Look forward to speaking to you soon.